What's up, everybody? Danger Rock here. Today we're going to be looking at this Toy Story and Beyond Disney Store Buzz Lightyear. I got this Buzz Lightyear in a little while ago, and I actually did an unboxing video of him. I decided to get this guy because he kind of has like a vintage feel to him. He kind of feels like a different version of the 1995 Buzz Lightyear. So this is not my favorite Buzz Lightyear toy by any means, but I did find him interesting enough to pick up and review. Now, there is also another version of this figure that has the exact same sculpt and everything, but he's actually colored blue instead of green. And I just got this one because this one's the classic original Buzz Lightyear. And he's a really nice figure. So what I want to be doing today is listening to some of his phrases and comparing them to another Buzz Lightyear figure that I have. And this guy from the start, which made me want him, is I think he looks really interesting. Like if we take a look at his face sculpt, see he's got the retractable helmet. His face actually seems very, very small, which I'm not quite sure why they did that. It doesn't move or rotate whatsoever, but it also feels like his face is a little bit long. So the face sculpt on this Buzz is not the greatest. And one thing I found very interesting about him is when I press his big red wing button, his wings don't pop out. However, on the back where his jetpack is, if we press that button, his wings do pop out. So I find that really interesting that this model or version is actually one of the only versions that actually has the wing button on the back instead of the front, which I'm not quite sure why they did that, but it's interesting. So listening to his phrases.
I am Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like Tim Allen.
I come in peace. This is an intergalactic emergency. Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. To infinity and beyond. I am Buzz Lightyear. I come in peace. This is an intergalactic emergency. Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. To infinity and beyond. I am Buzz Lightyear.
So he only has 5 phrases, and that sounds like Pat Fraley's voice. This is not Tim Allen's. So even though we already heard his laser sound, there's his laser. I guess what I would say that I like about him is his decals, like his Lightyear sticker, his laser sticker, his Space Ranger sticker. He does have that weird one finger articulation thing like the 95 Buzzes have. So if I took a look at this guy from the start, people might confuse him with a 95 Buzz. No wrist communicator, no Andy written on the bottom of his foot. Same overall articulation. The waist on mine actually moves a lot easier. Arms can fully rotate. It's just really hard to do on mine for some reason. Elbows go in and out. Swivel at the wrist. Legs kick outward. Bend at the knees. And he does have a little bit of foot articulation. And this guy is pretty top heavy. So when you stand him up, he doesn't exactly always stand too well. I've noticed, but it's not exactly a big deal. And really, one of the only gripes I really have is I'm not really a big fan of his face sculpt. But at the same time, to me though, this is a vintage Buzz, so I don't really have that much of a problem with it. It's just another old Buzz Lightyear in my collection, and I believe these came out around 2004 or 2005. I think I have like a very vague memory of seeing these at the Disney store. But as far as comparisons go, here we're going to compare them to the good old 1995 Buzz Lightyear. And right off the bat, I mean, I just like the 1995 Buzz Lightyear a lot more. And the reason why I say that is because if we look at the face sculpts on both of these guys, this one right here, it's got the better face sculpt. And this one right here,
I am Buzz Lightyear.
has Tim Allen's voice. I mean, look at that. Like, for the first try of making a Buzz Lightyear toy, this face sculpt is actually a lot better. And some interesting details, like his sticker right here is actually a lighter blue. Here it's a darker blue. Right here, the Lightyear sticker looks a little bit longer. Here it's shorter. Light blue on his arm right there. You could actually see his laser button stick out a little bit more on the 95 version here. You can still press it, but it's like very, like, in there more, I should say. And now let's take a look at the jetpacks. Yeah, this guy right here, he stands without any balance issues, but if you move him around, he'll like fall like really easily. So I'm not really a fan of that. Here's a look at both of them from the back side. And yeah, the jetpack on this one looks better. I also like the green on this one a lot better. Here, the bottom half looks a little bit too small, and I'm not a fan that there's the button right here. And here it has like these two like speaker holes on the side. So yeah, I mean, I got this guy for pretty cheap. He was only like $12. So since I got him pretty cheap, I thought he was worth picking up. But also 1995 has a lot more screw holes on him. The helmets can close easily if you just like move these guys around. But yeah, going back to this one right here, there isn't really anything good or anything really bad to say about it. He's, like I said, just a vintage Buzz Lightyear action figure. So I'm not sure that I would totally recommend them. If I had to recommend one of these two guys, I would definitely go with the 1995 version. But this guy right here, he is a nice addition to my collection. So since he's a Buzz Lightyear toy, he's not bad at all. Like, if you compare this guy right here to the Toy Story 4 versions that Thinkway came out with, this guy just stomps on it, you know, by a long shot. You know, he's got articulation. He's got a total of 5 phrases, and his wings actually pop out, which with a lot of the Toy Story 4 Buzzes, none of the wings actually pop out. You can't really move their wrists at all. And, you know, I just wasn't a big fan of it. So this guy right here is, as just like he's not my favorite Buzz, he's not a terrible Buzz either. So if you're a big Toy Story fan or a big Buzz Lightyear fan, I would still consider picking this guy up. He's not terrible, especially if you already have the 95 version. These will be nice to display with each other, and comparing these two guys is also really nice as well. So yeah, this has been my review of the Toy Story and Beyond Disney Store exclusive Buzz Lightyear. If you like this video, please leave a like. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this Buzz Lightyear figure? Do you think he was interesting and he's worth picking up? Should I get the blue version of this and review it at some point, or do you guys think I should pass? I look forward from hearing from you guys. Thank you all for watching as always, and I'll see you guys on the next video review.